What's up, my precious family? Welcome back to my channel. A lot of you guys have been requesting that I show you how to create a Vanda bed. Well, consider yourselves lucky because today I'm going to be showing you how to create a Vanda bed. And it's not just going to be an ordinary Vanda bed. It's going to be a Vanda bed with character. So if you're interested in seeing how I create a Vanda bed with character, just keep watching. Welcome back, friends. So this is the area that I chose to put my Vanda bed, and because of the space I have to work with, or I had to work with, the bed had to be made in a rectangular shape. And I must tell you that this bed has been in the making for many months. The first thing I did was to dig the foundation. One evening I came home and I just decided, hey, I go and dig the foundation. Because I promised you guys from a long time that I would show you. You've been asking me to show you how I make a Vanda bed. And so I started the process a long time, but I had to, collect all the items. I had to go to the seaside to get a piece of driftwood. I had to collect the bricks. I had to get the gravel, and I had to just put all the items together in order to make this Vanda bed. And as I said before, it took on a rectangular shape because of the space or the area that I have to work with. And I must tell you too, I'm feeling very proud of myself. You would have seen, or you would have known by now, that I am a DIM person, do it myself. And so everything that you see here was constructed by these two hands. I mixed the mortar because I didn't have any help, and so I decided to do it by myself. And when I do things by myself, folks, it gives me a great sense, a great feeling. I feel good at the result, or the end product when I've completed the project. So I mixed the mortar. First in my life, I'm mixing mortar because I'm not a mason, but I just had to do it. And I mixed the mortar. It wasn't the best mortar, but guess what? The Vanda bed is here. But I have to share something with you. You see, when I was laying this, the last row of bricks, they all came tumbling down like the walls of Jericho. And I felt dismayed and discouraged. And then I said, no, I'm not going to give up. I've reached too far because I've already laid 2 rows of bricks and I have to finish the last row. And so I just, what should I say now? Louise Bennett said, turn your hand and make fashion. Well, I just use some stones and I catch them and I use the mortar to secure it. And I elevated this bed somewhat because I wanted to elevate it in order to see the Vandas, for them to, when they put on a show. For me, it's nicer when they're elevated rather than when the bed is low. So that's just my opinion. I wanted to elevate this bed. I have other Vanda beds that are not elevated, and so I decided to elevate this bed to enhance the beauty of the bed. And after I dug the foundation and I laid the bricks as the border, I put in some sand in order to take out some of the cavity out of the bed. I didn't want to use up so much gravel, so I put in some sand, and after I put in the sand, I used a piece of weed block mat, and I covered the sand with the weed block mat, and that weed block mat will eventually keep out weeds from coming up in the Vanda bed, and it also separated the sand from the gravel. After I laid the weed block mat, I put some gravel inside the bed. And then here we are now. I have placed the Vandas inside the bed. I won't be removing them from the pot because I don't want to disturb the roots. So I'm just going to fill the cavity with gravel and also with some charcoal. And this is my piece of driftwood that I collected at the seashore. As I said, this is a Vanda bed with character. The Vandas are not blooming, so them not go say nothing. Them not cut no dash in the bed with no bloom at all. So I want to give this bed some character, so I have some little items that are going to surprise you with. So just keep watching. So this is my piece of driftwood. As I said, I collected it at the seashore and I painted it. And you see this little Vanda here, folks? Look at it. The mother plant is at I have a Vanda bed around a palm tree, and the mother plant, one of the limbs from the palm tree, it fell and it took off the middle section. And I just stick it back in the Vanda bed and see it here. It started to grow. See the roots here? See there, it started growing. I just stick back the piece that the palm tree, the limb took off, and it started growing. And so I'm going to stick it exactly inside this piece of driftwood today, because I can't put it in the bed, it's too small. So, and it's gonna stay there. I'm not going to remove it. As it gets taller, I'll just put a stake to mount it on the stake. All right, so these are the Vandas, and I'm going to now be applying some gravel to sort of hide the pots and to cover the roots. And as usual, it's construction gravel, and I washed the gravel earlier because you know the gravel has to be clean. You can't use dirty gravel inside your Vanda bed. You have to wash the gravel thoroughly. I tell you now, guys, this bed took me quite a while to complete, and then because I have a 9 to 5, that even added to it, to the length of time that it took me. But I eventually got it done. And some of these Vandas are what I acquired last year, November. You would have seen a video on that. And this one bloomed. It bloomed recently. I deliberately left the dead spike for you to see as evidence that it bloomed before, and it is also in spike again. And it is Ramasam Yara Jarak Blue. Let me give you a view of it. Perhaps you can help me call the name. I don't know how they come up with these names, you know, guys. They are so difficult to pronounce. Alright, so it's a blue and it's quite beautiful. You want to spread your gravel. And guys, you don't have to limit yourself to using bricks, you know. You can use stone, you can use wood, you can use whatever suits you or whatever material you have available to make the border for your Vanda bed. This is my Vanda bed. I'm going to now apply some charcoal as top layer charcoal will help to take some of the heat off the gravel because it's quite hot right now. There is no rain. I have not been getting any rain, but I'm still doing my Vanda bed. All I need to do is to water frequently. And charcoal also contains, I think, potash, which is a nutrient that is good for the plants. So I'm now applying the charcoal to the Vanda bed. Break up these pieces. And I'm not going to use any stakes in the Vanda bed because they can remain like this and develop some more before I put in the stakes to mount them. So I'm going to allow them to develop some more before I stake them. But if your Vandas are tall, when you make your bed, go right ahead and put in your stakes, whether it be bamboo or the green plastic coated stakes, or you can use pieces of wood to mount your Vandas. So if your Vandas are tall when you're making your bed, go ahead, right ahead and mount them. But I'm going to allow these to develop some more before I stake them. I'm done here. I think the bed has enough pieces of charcoal in it. And remember, I tell you, this is a Vanda bed that I'm making with character, because my Vandas, them just so in the bed. So not really I say nothing right now until when they're all blooming, or a few of them start to bloom. Then the bed will be looking very nice. But for now, I'm going to add some character to the bed. Just watch me. So guys, these are two insects, two ornaments. They are insects. I'm going to be putting them or placing them inside the Vanda bed, one on either side of the Vanda bed. Right, there you go. And you know, I told you in several of my videos that my garden is lit at night. There are a lot of solar lights and solar ornaments, and I have to lit this bed just like the rest of my garden. This bed will be lit at night. I did the wrong thing here. Wrong thing. Guys, I did something wrong. But alright, let me get it out. Okay, got it out. And as usual, I elevate my solar lights because it gives a better effect. And see, I have to pull the tag in order to activate the light. So for those of you who live close by, you may want to come and spend one of the evenings with me in my garden, you know, when it gets dark, to see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me remove this tag as well. And you can see the light is on. Once you remove the tag, it's gonna come on. And place it this other end. And I also have another solar light that I'm going to put right behind the driftwood. And I think this one needs, oh, the ear fell off, to be turned on. Yes, it's on. You see them fancy things here, guys? These people are telling you, man. Them fancy things here. But I don't mind. I love them little ornaments here. I don't know. I have a weakness for ornaments. I just love ornaments in my garden. So I'm putting this right here, right behind the driftwood. So when the light comes on, oh, I turn it the other way. You might use your little ornaments, guys, to dress up your Vanda bed. As I say, if you don't have any blooming Vandas, go ahead and make your bed, and you can dress up your bed to enhance the beauty of the bed until the Vandas start to give you some blooms. And because this is a Vanda bed, guys, and it looks like a bed, and you know by now too that I live at the junkyard and a lot of my ornaments come from the junkyard, I have a surprise for you. Just look at this. This is what I got at the junkyard. An antique bed head. And I decided, you know, when I took it home, guys, I didn't even know what I was going to do with it. I didn't know where I was going to place it in my garden, so I had it lying down. And when I started to put together the things for the Vanda bed, I said, you know, I could incorporate this bed head and use it in my Vanda bed. And this is exactly where I'm going to place it. And this piece, this was also done. This is a piece of driftwood as well that I painted, and I wrote Vanda bed on it because it's a Vanda bed and this is a bed head. Watch me, guys. There you go. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving this. And last but not least, guys, I know some of you know, you ever hear about a bed bench? Well, I'm giving my Vanda bed a bed bench. And I'm placing it right at the foot of the Vanda bed, and it's also a piece of driftwood that I painted. Have a wonderful day. Guys, this is my Vanda bed with character. I am so pleased with the outcome of my Vanda bed. Really, really pleased, because I did everything by myself without any help from anyone at all. And I'm quite pleased with the result. I'm now going to use this Christmas palm to give the Vandas some shade. So I'm going to shift it a little.
There's a lot of
enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and also leave me a comment. Let me know what you use as a border for your Vanda bed. Let me know if you'll be making a Vanda bed in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care, my beautiful people, my precious friends. Stay safe, and God bless you.